Listen, all I wanna do is smoke with you. Sit down, have dinner with the folks with you.
Hey YouTube, welcome to Pretty Girl Brown. I am Shay Boyd of Pretty Brown Vegan, which is my main YouTube channel. I do have my main channel. Again, it's Pretty Brown Vegan, which I will link below, where I do food recipes, and it's literally a place for plant-based comfort foods. I am a vegan, and I have been transitioning to be completely vegan for a very long time. I've been fully vegan for a while, and my passion is to create comfort foods that are completely plant-based. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check that out in the description box at the end of this video so you guys can subscribe to that channel as well. But I wanted to have a place and a platform where I can talk about more than just food, where I want to talk about hair and makeup and nails and you know, life lessons, words of encouragement, and aromatherapy, gardening, and things such as that. So I thought that creating a new channel would be more appropriate instead of just adding videos onto my food channel. So this is Pretty Girl Brown. It will go in coordination with my prettygirlbrown.com blog, which will also be in the description box below. Just like my Pretty Brown Vegan YouTube channel goes in coordination with prettybrownvegan.com, which is my food blog. So go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to my blogs. Stay tuned for plant-based comfort foods. Stay tuned for chit chats, girl talks, all of the above. This video today is going to be surrounding the Morphe palette, which was released for Pride Month, celebration in the month of June. So I will be focusing on this simple eye look that I came up with, and just chit-chatting about being prideful, and not only being prideful in the month of June, but being prideful all year long. And not only being prideful of being a part of the LGBTQ plus community, but I also chit-chat about how I become prideful and having pride and being proud of myself and who I am as a woman, as a Black woman, as a chef, as a vegan, and just being proud about who you are in general, because there's only one you. So if you guys are interested in a little chit chat with me, a little girl talk, a little eye look, stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more to come. Okay, okay, so before I get into doing my eyes, and I'll zoom you guys in close so you guys can see what I'm doing, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the palette, which was the inspiration for today's video. Well, Pride Month itself was really the inspiration for today's video, but this palette is going to be the catalyst for me getting my Pretty Girl Brown channel started. So here it is. This is the Morphe Live in Color palette. There's 25 shades. Let me go ahead and show you guys the shades. Here are the shades. I love the shade names. They're all connected to LGBTQ plus community, our struggles and our triumphs. There's Stonewall, 1978, Liberation, hashtag Love Wins, and all a bunch of different pride related names that I love. And I love that it has a mirror in the palette, and I love that 100% of the proceeds from the palette go to LGBTQ plus youth. There's so many letters, I literally call us the alphabet gang, but I love that 100% of the proceeds go to the youth, into the Pride LGBTQ plus community, and it's not just like a percentage or just like a portion of it going to the charity. There's actually 100%. So I love that, because I mean, I know that June is really a month where a lot of companies come and they try and slide in their little gimmicks and try and act like they're part of the community and try to act like they're allies. But even if Morphe may or may not be doing this for the right reasons, 100% of the proceeds will be going to a great cause. So I love that, and I wanted to give them my point for that. So I really love that. So let's go ahead and get into the eye look. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Okay, so I got you guys zoomed in super close. We're gonna look up close and personal. Okay, if I got little boogers, don't clock me, boo. Hold on, let me check. I think we're good. I just got this nose piercing not that long ago, so I'll be going through some stuff on my nose. You know, let me live, period. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I got this new yellow top that I'm gonna put on when I, you know, do my little look. So I really want to go ahead and do a yellow look today, which is something that's totally out of the box for me. I've been trying to get into more colors and trying to be more expressive, so this is it. If I'm licking my lips are super dry. Hold on. Yes, my nail is broke. Do not clock me, period. I'm using a little rose hip oil just to moisturize my lips. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the chit chat. So before I go into the palette, I'm gonna just put a little concealer on my eyes, not too much, but just a little bit. So for me, I have if you guys may not have been familiar, some of you guys may have linked onto this video because you are subscribed to my Pretty Brown Vegan channel, which is where I started on YouTube. I love making comfort food accessible to those who want to go on a plant-based diet. So Pretty Brown Vegan for me is a place for plant-based comfort foods. That's my tagline, and that's what I live by. You know, because I love the fact that I'm doing this without a mirror. Hold on, I can't talk and do this. Okay, I don't do too much because too much. Okay, I'm not a chick that do the most. Okay, actually I am. Okay, I just got a little concealer on. Like I don't have a mirror right here. Okay, so I just put a little concealer on my eyelids just to make sure, you know, see if the colors pop a little more. But so if you guys clicked over here from my main channel, which is Pretty Brown Vegan, youtube.com/Pretty Brown Vegan, which will be in the description box below, you know that I started my YouTube journey making plant-based food in comfort food options. So what I like to do is, literally my tagline is a place for plant-based comfort foods. So I like to take the foods that I grew up loving, like hamburgers, pizzas, like, you know, American junk foods or anything like that, and I love to make it plant-based. I love pastas, and I love like all sorts of super fulfilling and indulgent food, and I love to make it plant-based so that I can still indulge but, you know, not put animal products in my body. So that was the beginning of my Pretty Brown Vegan journey. Okay, stuff is falling. That was the beginning of my Pretty Brown Vegan journey and my journey on YouTube. So I'm gonna start off with this pretty yellow shade. It's called Sunlight. So that was the beginning of my, okay, not in the camera. So that was the beginning of my journey on YouTube, is with that. And so Pretty Brown Vegan links, it connects with prettybrownvegan.com, which is pretty much my food blog in print. And then this channel will connect with my life and style blog, which is prettygirlbrown.com. And so I wanted to have a place where I can talk about makeup, I can talk about skincare, I can talk about hair, I can talk about all the things that I love as a girly girl, and, you know, do it on camera. But I didn't think that Pretty Brown Vegan was really a place for that. So I decided to launch a whole new channel. So that's how we got here. And on this channel I will be featuring, you know, random makeup looks. I'm not a makeup artist by any means. You can see I'm over here struggling trying to blend this yellow out, but you know, I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials and I just learned that way, and I'm just teaching myself everything that I know, so via YouTube. So I'm just like, I just thought, you know, why not? Why not? And you know, I know that the YouTube makeup community is heavily saturated, but for me, which is kind of segueing into being prideful, and not just being prideful in the month of June, and not just having gay pride, but being prideful as a black woman, being prideful as a vegan chef, being prideful, you know, as a feminine lesbian, being prideful as a girl who loves junk food and who knows how to make some bomb ass vegan junk food. Just being prideful with everything that I am, being prideful, and even being able to do this little janky eye look that I'm about to do for y'all. Like, literally, I know that the makeup community on YouTube is so heavily saturated, but honestly, there are a lot of markets and a lot of avenues that are heavily saturated, but nobody is you. So there may be a lot of people who know how to do the same things that you know how to do, but those people don't have your hands, those people don't have your mind, those people don't have anything that you have. You know, you're unique. You are unique, you are divinely made, and everybody has their own purpose. This is not showing up as yellow as I thought it was about to be. I'm gonna just roll with it, okay? Because it's not as yellow as I thought I was about to be. Just out here shining. Yeah, I mean, it's called Sunlight, but you know, so I'm gonna just blend this out. But I just, you know, I really realized that even in my journey of being a vegan YouTuber or anything, even just having my food blog, I get discouraged a lot because I feel like there's so many people out here who do it better than me, who have better video quality, who have better overhead views, who have better backdrops, who have, you know, better stainless steel equipment, who have better skillets, just anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get really discouraged from putting out new content because I feel like there may be people out here who can do the same content that I have and do it better than me. And like I really came to realize that old saying, you know, I don't know how old the saying really is, but I've always heard the saying that comparison is literally the thief of joy. Like, if you literally are always sitting around comparing yourself to someone else and the things that they have and the things that they're able to provide, to the community, to the public, to whatever, you're never going to be able to really meet your own potential. You're never going to even be able to know what your own potential truly is, because you're always looking around at someone else's. And that is something that I truly have to get out of, because it's so crippling. Like, it's so detrimental to not only like my business, but to my well-being and my self-esteem. It just is so diminishing. It just diminishes myself, and it makes me feel like, you know, like I'm worthless. Like, truly, like I have a lot of struggles. So I'm trying to find my other brush. I have a lot of struggles. I don't know if you guys care. I'm trying to be like a little YouTuber, but the first brush I used was the Morphe M456 brush. And then this is the Morphe M152 brush that I'm gonna go ahead and go into healing. I think healing would be cuter. I think Thrive is cute, but okay, yeah, let's go ahead with healing. I do really basic looks, like, period. I'm gonna go into healing, which is this like shimmery gold underneath the yellow. And so I really had to learn that I'm never gonna be able to know who I am if I'm always wondering who someone else is. And that is just like the biggest lesson that I learned, and even being able to build the pride that I have for myself within, is that I can't really know who I am if I'm always worried about who someone else is, period. Like, you can't, you know, you can't always try and compare yourself to the next person, because you're never going to be them and they're never going to be you. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, yes, you're never going to be them, but they're never going to be you, and you're going to be who you're destined to be, not who they're destined to be, or who, you know, you're not going to be that person. And so for me, I really gained a lot of self-love and self-light from taking on that mentality of just knowing that I'm never going to be someone else, but no one else is ever going to be me. No one else is going to be able to provide the content that I have. No one's going to be able to provide the authenticity and the true transparency that I put into my work, into my food, and into everything that I do, because they're not me. I'm going to go back into that first brush and go back into sunlight and just blend that out. And so that has really helped me, like, tremendously, and just trying to gain some self-love and some self-worth, and it just has helped me so much. And like, in regards to, ooh, this is cute. In regards to like, even just launching this channel, like, I have been wanting to do makeup and skincare and just have like my own talking channel for so long, but I just never felt like I would be able to provide something of value, or I'd be able to, you know, really give the girls like what they're looking for, you know what I'm saying? Especially with my Pretty Brown Vegan page, like, I get a lot of positive comments, but I get so many negative comments. Like, I get so many people like, that looks like whatever, like, or why are you using that? Why aren't you using something else? So you know that that's not vegan. First of all, like, it is, and I wouldn't put something on my channel that's not. Like, I get people telling me like what I'm doing is not right, or what I'm doing is not real, what I'm doing is not authentic. I should be doing something else. I should be using a different ingredient, this, that, and the third. And it's like, sis, I didn't ask for your opinion. Like, why are you on my video if that's how you feel? Like, that just, it really just discourages me, and it, like, I get really defensive a lot, because you know, at one point when I really started out, I do have a lot of pride in the product that I put out. Like, keep in mind that I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Like, I hate when people critique things that I put out, but I have to realize that not everybody's gonna love the things that I put forth as well. So once I got beyond, you know, not comparing myself to others, then I had to get into accepting who I am. Like, you know, literally, like, now that I stopped looking at the next person, now I have to look at me and then I have to really see who that person is that I'm looking at, who the person is in the mirror that I'm truly seeing. And I have to accept that person, and I have to know that not everyone else is going to accept that person, but I have to accept that person. And so I have to accept that in anything that I want to put out in the world that I love and that I'm proud of, not everybody else is going to love. And that's just what everything. And hold on, get into this eye so far. It's like super cute. Oh, so cute. And so let me see, I kind of want to do like, I always get, so like once I do 2 colors, like getting a 3rd color for me is like always like so daunting. Like I'm always so afraid to like, honestly, I'm gonna just leave it with those 2, period. Like I'm so afraid to always mess up an eye look because I always feel like, ooh, it's coming together. So I'm gonna take this that sunlight color, and I'm gonna sweep it along my bottom lash line, and we're gonna call it a day. And so I really had to learn that not everybody is gonna love all the content that I put out, and that's even gonna include this channel. So like I'm prepared for any negative comments that I may get, you know, any negativity, any negative Nancy's, any hateration, holleration in this dancery. But it's, you know, you have to have a thick skin, you have to have an armor, and you have to love yourself, because not everybody is going to love you. You're the person who has to love you at the end of the day. And that is just a lesson that I've had to learn, and that I'm still learning to this day. You know, it's so hard for me to see someone put out some really great content and not just be inspired, you know, not just be inspired by it, but feel less than by it. Like sometimes I'll see someone's amazing content or someone's amazing recipe, and instead of taking that and being inspired by it and trying to create something great on my own, I'll take that and be like, wow, that is so fucking great. Like, ooh, I'm gonna have to bleep that. I'll look at it and be like, wow, that's so great. I'll never be able to do that. You know, I'll downplay myself. I'll be like, wow, I can never produce content like that. I'll never be able to get onto their level. And that is so not true. You know, it's like, yeah, maybe I may not be able to do it like them because I'm not them, but I'm gonna be able to do something just as great, if not greater, on my own, that is unique to me, that's authentic to me. And so whatever it is that you do, whether it's cooking, whether it's makeup, whether it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to just, everybody is on a different page. Like, you know, you're not on the same page as someone else's book. You know what I'm saying? You can't, if somebody's on page 55 and you're on page 5, that's fine, but you can't be trying to skip ahead to page 55 to see what they're doing. Like, you literally have to turn the pages on your own and get to that page on your own. And by the time you get to that page, you might be better than them when they were at page 55. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get to that point, by the time you get to page 55, they might still be on page 55 because they're looking back trying to see what you're doing instead of trying to get to page 105. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't be looking at what everybody else is doing. Like, you literally can't. Like, you have to focus on yourself. Like, you just have to. You have to. I feel like I probably should have put more concealer on, maybe make this color pop up more, because on my dark skin, this one, we being prideful for who? All right, let me chill. Because I mean, it's really cute, don't get me wrong. Like, I love how muted it is, because I mean, it's really like my comfort zone, but I was really trying to like get outside of my comfort zone and step outside the box. But you know, this is what we get. It's, instead of being yellow, it's more like a dusty gold, I feel like, on me. But that's probably just because I'm a chocolate girl. But yeah, so that is just like truly like something that I have learned. Like, and I feel like that's a lesson that you have to learn, to have self-love and pride. Self-love and pride can go hand in hand. Sometimes you can't be too prideful. That's something that I've truly learned, and that's a conversation for another day. But if you don't have any self-love or self-worth, you know, you need to find that pride. You need to find that pride. You need to dig deep and find that pride, you know, that pride within who you are, and that pride for who you are and the things that you have to offer. And I think that's just so important, and that's so important for you to constantly search for and seek for all year round. Okay, so my camera was violating and it overheated and the battery died, so I put it on the charge a little bit. I went ahead and fluffed my little wig out, sis. I put some lashes on and finished this other eye, so I need to go ahead and just put on some highlight and do some lips. So I think before my camera died, let me get my highlight. Before my camera died, I was really just going into like the lessons that I've learned in in learning how to be proud of who I am. The lessons that I learned in learning not to compare myself to others. You know, comparison is truly the thief of joy, and you just have to be proud of who you are. Whether, you know, you're a lesbian, whether you're straight, you know, a cisgendered man or woman, whether you're bisexual, transgendered, any of those things. You just have to be proud of whoever you are and the person that God has put you on this earth as. And you just have to be proud of it, and you can't compare yourself to other people because you're never going to be anyone else other than the person that God has designed you to be. And instead of trying to be somebody else, I think that it's better use of your energy to just try and be the best version of you that you can be, because you're always going to be you. No matter how many times you may nip or tuck or tweak or this or that, you're still going to be you. So you should just work on being the best version of you that you can be, because nobody else is you. Nobody else can ever be you. No one else is ever going to be you. And whether someone else may enjoy doing some of the things that you do, they're still not going to be able to do it like you, because they're just not you. All right, and then I'm going to use Stone by MAC. Better. Yes. Love this. Okay, so this is the finished look. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in to my first video on Pretty Girl Brown. Be sure to check out the blog prettygirlbrown.com, as well as my main YouTube channel, which is Pretty Brown Vegan. I do follow a plant-based diet, but I do love to eat. Your girl is thick, so you know, if you want to know how I stay thick and voluptuous and still eat plant-based, go ahead and click over to Pretty Brown Vegan. The link will be in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, so that you guys will get alerted whenever I do have a new upload, and subscribe to my main channel too as well. I got some fire recipes coming for you guys, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed the message that I try to convey in this video. I have a super rambling mind. I suffer from like ADHD. My mind is always focused on one thing, then it's another thing, then I'm rambling about this, that, and the third. But I hope that I was really able to convey the message that truly is you're unique. Nobody else is you. No one else is me. There's only one you, and so you should be proud of that you are, and be proud of your talents and abilities, and try and hone in on those every single day, because even if there's someone else who does something that you may also enjoy doing, there's no way that they're ever going to do it like you. So be the best you can be, and be proud of who you are, LGBTQ or otherwise. Love you guys.